The following document provides examples of how the students and teachers within a school might respond to service as action learning in their own context. It follows the 5 stages of service learning: investigation, preparation, action, reflection, and demonstration. The students identified 5 areas of concern. The school has no garden nor grows any fruit or vegetables. Recent construction in the zone around the school might be reducing the biodiversity of the area. The school purely uses sources of non-renewable energy. The school canteen seems to use a large amount of disposable plastic and organic waste every day. The teachers seem to use huge quantities of paper. Each one of these areas of concern grew out of topics dealt with in the curriculum, principally but not exclusively in science and technology. They named this part of the investigation Phase 1. Students and teachers established a green team of volunteers who recruited other students to volunteer to work on the areas of concern, as well as identifying parents and community members who could offer expert advice and help fundraise. The green team created groups to conduct a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats for services action in these areas. From the SWOT analysis, students developed a service plan that clarified roles, responsibilities, timelines and the necessary skills to act decisively in these areas. The final action was a mix of research, advocacy and direct service. The effects of their efforts varied across each of the 5 areas. The green spaces. Gardens were established and tools begged and borrowed from families. As the students chose to use only organic methods, they sought and eventually found a donation of natural fertilizer. In order to be able to continue with this project over time, they established a system of composting in an MYP Year 1 science class, which involved collecting organic waste from the canteen and also helped reduce waste. Unfortunately, birds and insects seemed to be eating a portion of the seeds and shoots, so the students needed to modify their plans to decide how to deal with this. Do they use insecticide? Would that mean they can no longer grow organically, or are organic pesticides available? These are decisions now facing this group. Recent construction. A flower garden is designed and established with a study space at the centre of it. In an MYP Year 3 biology class, the students identified plants that were native to the area, then labelled them after planting in the 2 principal languages spoken in the community. Energy consumption. A group of students looked at renewable sources of energy generation. Wind power was quickly rejected due to the climatic conditions around the school. However, the flat roofs and sunny climate lent themselves to solar panels. In an MYP 4 maths class, students calculated the amount of energy the panels could save the school and the amount of time it would take for them to pay for themselves. The students produced a presentation on their proposals for the Board of Governors. After this, the idea entered the Board of Governors' decision-making process and the final result is still unclear. Waste levels have already been cut by turning the organic waste into compost for the organic gardening. In the canteen itself, the students negotiated with the canteen staff to replace the plastic cutlery with metal and the disposable plates with hard plastic ones. The canteen staff welcomed the change. However, administration was concerned with how the reusable cutlery and plates would be washed and demanded that a commercial dishwasher be installed for health reasons. Faced with the cost of this, the Green Team adjusted their plan and are currently working on a presentation to the Parents and Teachers Association to see if they will help fundraise for the new equipment. Paper use was approached through an MYP Year 5 technology unit. Students created and edited a training video for teachers that had several ideas for using software instead of paper, including placing resources in websites, educational web pages, and through more use of online documents. The students presented their proposals during a teacher professional development meeting and took questions afterwards. Over the rest of the year, students have committed to follow-up training and to monitor paper use in order to see if the teachers will use more electronic resources and if there is a difference in paper consumption. Students chose to reflect against the learning expectations for service. Here is a sample from the 5 activities. These particular service tasks have not led to a quick finish. Instead, they are turning out to be ongoing projects that will require continued commitment and readjustment. With each modification, the 5 stages of service learning are likely to be used again to orientate and focus the student's approach.